Human nature persuasion. Once upon a time, there was a Russian guy named Mendeleev. He'd been trying to figure out how the core elements of our reality were arranged. He was sitting at his desk exhausted. Then during a dream, the periodic table of the elements kind of fell into place. This is basically one way to describe the structure of matter. Different atoms with different protons, neutrons, and electrons and how they are organized and grouped. Once this deep structure was figured out, the science of chemistry took off. Another discovery of deep structure was by Einstein. A moment he said was the best in his life, his sudden understanding of something deeply profound. Ever since Isaac Newton, nobody knew why inertial mass and gravitational mass were the same, but different. Imagine floating around in space. It would take a lot more energy to push a bowling ball than it would a golf ball, because the bowling ball has more inertial mass. Similarly, the bowling ball has more gravitational mass. But if you dropped a bowling ball and a golf ball at the same time, they would fall at the same rate, because the stronger the gravitational mass is, the more inertial mass it would have to overcome. This is one of the first things they did on the moon, but why this wasn't understood. Einstein was doing a mental experiment. You're in a room, but you don't know if you're on a spaceship that is accelerating or on a planet, and you're holding something like a bowling ball. Where does the weight of the bowling ball come from? Gravity from a planet, or inertia from acceleration? What experiment could you do inside the room to figure this out? This is when Einstein came up with his life's biggest aha moments. Inertial mass and gravitational mass are the same. This could only be true if the inertial mass actually curves the space around it. This is the general relativity origin story. Physics and other sciences are always looking to simplify things, to find as few laws as possible, to describe as much as possible. The grand unification theory. Human nature is the same. Our behavior can seem utterly confusing from the outside in. When you see people do things and you don't understand why, it's tempting to say that is illogical behavior. But once you understand the deep structure of human behavior, this will make sense. Not only to understand people, but to persuade people, seduce people, and inspire people. To learn more, visit mindpersuasion.com/3x3.